Welcome, gentlemen. I have searched high and low for the best fall fragrances. And to save you guys time and money, I've narrowed them down to my top most complimented fragrances. And you're going to be surprised which one is my most complimented because it surprises me because it's neither designer nor niche, but a compliment beast nonetheless. But to be clear, fragrances are 100% subjective. Just because something might smell great on me doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to smell great on you. You might hear terms like blind buy safe or panty dropper or buy this and you'll get the promotion. Those are just terms to get you to buy from affiliate links or from their own fragrances. But what I'm going to tell you is, objectively, these are the fragrances I get the most compliments on. Then if any of these spark your interest, then I urge you guys to go get a sample, get a decant, go to a department store, have them spray your hand, and then sit with that scent for about 2 hours. Then you're going to truly know if that scent works well for you too. But regardless of what notes appeal to you the most, during the fall and winter months, you're going to want to find notes that are a little bit darker that can pierce through the colder weather. Notes like amber, oud, leather, vanilla, rum, coffee, spicy notes like cumin and cinnamon. There is a direct correlation between memory and scent. So you want the fragrance that you're wearing to capture a moment in time. Very few houses do this as well as Maison Margiela's Jazz Club from the replica line. This fragrance opens up with a hint of pink pepper. Then you get some quick zest from the neroli and lemon. Then in the middle notes, the rum will start coming through. Then about an hour after wearing the scent, you're gonna start getting some smokiness from the tobacco and some sweetness from the vanilla. This is a great date night fragrance. Picture going and sitting down, having a drink, smoking a cigar, listening to live music, preferably jazz, hence Jazz Club. It really does capture that moment in time. It's an EDT concentration. The performance is a little bit average, above average. I get 5, maybe 6 hours, but honestly guys, at 51 years old, my date nights don't last more than 4 or 5 hours, so I'm good at 4 or 5 hours with this fragrance. A 100ml bottle is going to cost you anywhere from $115 to $160. It's a little pricey, but it's a really beautiful fragrance. I get a lot of compliments on this one. The next fragrance we'll get into is very popular. It's from Dolce Gabbana, The One, but the EDP. This one opens up with the sweetness from the grapefruit and with those top notes, coriander and basil. In the middle notes, you're going to get the sweetness from the cardamom, a little bit of a zest from the ginger. And on the base notes, you're going to get a little bit of the sweetness from the amber and some smokiness from the tobacco and cedar. This is a sweet, subtle fragrance. It's very office friendly. You're not going to offend anyone with this, and it smells great. I get a lot of compliments with this one. The downfall is that the performance is below average. You're lucky if you get 4 hours with this fragrance. But I have a hack that I want to give you. Maybe you guys already know about it. What you're going to do is you're going to take some Vaseline, petroleum jelly. You're going to apply it to the pressure points of where you're going to spray that fragrance. And what it does is the Vaseline reacts as a barrier between the fragrance and your skin, so it doesn't allow it to absorb as quickly. So you have a little bit longer of a bubble scent and it projects just a little bit more. I can get 6 hours out of this fragrance using that little hack. It's an EDP concentration, so it's a little bit surprising that the performance isn't great. And a 100ml bottle is going to run you anywhere from $80 to $115. It's a beautiful fragrance. Don't be afraid of the performance. You use that hack and you'll stretch that out a little bit more. I really suggest you get your nose to this one. Then the next one we're going to go over is wildly popular. You're going to know it. Viktor&Rolf Spicebomb Extreme. This one is more of a linear fragrance, meaning it doesn't change much throughout the life of the fragrance. You're immediately going to get the hints of vanilla, smokiness from the tobacco, and the spices is going to be from the cinnamon and from the cumin. Then you're going to smell that bourbon whiskey coming through. It's a very linear, a beautiful fragrance, a great performer, great for date night. It's an EDP concentration. Spicebomb Extreme is going to cost you anywhere between $80 to $100. I get about 8 hours of this on the fragrance. I don't have to use my hack on this one. This one will give me good performance. I don't know how office friendly this one is. I tend to wear this more in the evening and for date night. The next one is one of my favorites. It's from the house of Lataffa. Lataffa Khamrah Qahwa. It's a flanker of Lataffa Khamrah, which is a clone of Kilian's Angel Share. And I have both. In my opinion, the OG of Lataffa Khamrah leans a little bit more on the feminine side of the unisex. It smells great, smells like warm apple pie, but for me it just smells a little bit feminine. So I was excited when they came out with the Qahwa because what they did is they added some praline, vanilla, and coffee. This smells like when you walk into a coffee shop and someone's brewing a vanilla latte. That's what this one smells like. This is very beautiful. It screams out fall. It's an EDP concentration, great performer. I get 8 to 10 hours with this one. And here's the kicker. This thing is only $30 to $35. For that price, you cannot go wrong. Now, I won't tell you it's a blind buy. You still need to try this to see if it's for you because of the coffee scent. Not everybody likes coffee scents, but this sits very, very well, lasts all day, and it's a beautiful fragrance. Now, the next one was made very popular through social media when Canelo Alvarez was stopped walking through the crowd and was asked what he was wearing because he smelled so good. And it's from the house of Bharara, and it's Bharara King. This one opens up with orange, lemon, and bergamot. Then in the middle notes, you're gonna get the fruity notes. And in about an hour of sitting with this fragrance, the vanilla and amber is gonna start pushing through. This one lasts all day. Let me tell you, gentlemen, I purchased the Parfum version of this, thinking that it was gonna be a flanker and a different set from the EDP. I was wrong. It smells exactly like the EDP. So if you already have the EDP, you don't need the Parfum. If you don't have either, then I highly suggest you get the Parfum. This thing lasts me 10 to 12 hours. It is a monster performer. In fact, I suggest that when you're wearing this, as soon as you're out of the shower and getting ready, spray it then. Do not wait to spray this when you get in the car. It is a strong fragrance. Beautiful, but very, very strong. You can pick this one up between $60 to $80. And now we've gotten to the last one and my most complimented, and it still blows my mind. When I wear this fragrance, 100% of the time, somebody stops me and asks me what I'm wearing. Male or female, 100% of the time asks me what do I have on. And it's from Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Very simple notes. This opens up with bergamot. The middle notes come through with some incense and jasmine. But very quickly, you smell the vanilla and the benzoin. It's a very sweet, smoky fragrance. There's not a lot of smokiness in the notes, maybe other than the incense. You do have a hint of the smoke and the vanilla. It lasts me all day. And again, I am always complimented on this fragrance. This is the one that I mainly use for work because it's non-offensive. It smells great. It's an EDT concentration, but don't let that fool you. It lasts me all day. You can pick this one up for about 40 to 60 bucks. There you go, guys. Those are my most complimented fall fragrances. I suggest you get your nose to some of these. Again, either through samples or going to the department store. Don't just blind buy these. That I can tell you, these are the ones that I'm always commented on, and especially that last one. So I urge you guys to give it a try. If you already have these, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you don't, please come back and let me know if I was wrong or if I was spot on. In the comments, I'm frequently asked to show my capsule wardrobe. So instead, what I thought we'd do is that we would together build out a winter capsule wardrobe in the next video. Thanks again, guys, and see you in the next one.